Hey, good morning. Happy Growth and Grace Day. This morning's going to be a little bit unique. Usually we dive into all sorts of personal topics and things that you can address in life, and today we're going to talk about how to keep a tidy closet and a tidy home. Because those are some of the most common comments I get whenever anyone comes over. I know the lighting here is terrible. Hang on. I'll show you the closet in just a second. But some of the comments I get is, wow, your home is so tidy. Wow, it's so clean in here. Oh my gosh, I love walking in. Like there's not stuff everywhere, which is one of my favorites. I don't like stuff everywhere. So I definitely appreciate that people recognize it. But the reason I bring it up that people comment on it is because it's an actual, like, physical feeling you get when you walk into a room, whether it's overwhelmed with clutter or whether it's very clutter free. You feel it when you walk in. You've all experienced it, whether it's your home, someone else's home. When you walk into a space, you notice how that space feels. So I'm going to show you how I keep a really tidy closet, and then if we have time, I might take you on a quick tour of my home just to show you, just to point out a couple quick things that I do that are very simple. I'm not expecting you to take hours and hours and hours going through everything. So first and foremost, I'm going to start off with this, that the reason I'm able to keep a tidy home is because I don't have a lot of stuff. So if you feel like stuff is your issue, like you just have so much of it that there's not space for all of it, then your first step perhaps will be getting rid of some of the stuff. Throwing that out there. Not the focus of this video, but just know that is part of something that you can do to help address it, is to actually start getting rid of some of the stuff. So with that said, I'm going to give you a little peek in here. I'm going to see, Cashmere's so cute. He sits right at the bottom of this little stand here, and then when I go to move it, I don't want to knock him over. So I'm going to see if I can just bring you right into my closet with me here and have you see what we're doing. And actually, I don't know if this light helps at all. Does that? Yeah, that totally helps. Awesome. Okay, cool. So at a glance, you might notice that things are color coordinated. Ah, ooh, yep, color coordinated. You guessed it. So the way that I do my closet, and this is not the perfect way, this is not the only way that you can do it, and I still have some opportunities to upgrade because there's always ways that you can upgrade it. So the way that I do it, what's helped me, and I'll give you the quick glimpse too because, okay, so you've got shoes up at the top, and then I've got some other things here. So here's what worked for me, because you got to work with the space that you have. So I notice, like, when I move to different homes, I start folding my towels differently because the cupboard space where I store my towels is different in each home. So I have to fold them differently. No different in a closet. My last closet was one long straight closet. This one's two sides. You just work with what you're given, and that's great. So how I have it is on this far side here, I have all of my jackets and my coats, and that are like waist length. They come down, they come down to my hips and shorter. So those are all color coordinated. I go, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, cream, brown, black, all of that. And you just decide which jacket fits in which color theme. There's no wrong answer. And some of the jackets have multiple colors and you get to choose. It's so fun. And play around with it. It's whatever's aesthetically pleasing to you. Because I want you to enjoy walking into your closet and be like excited about what you get to pick to wear, which is another topic I hope I remember to go into. The second way that I have this organized now, so that's one whole side of the closet is my jackets. The second phase is all of my tops. So I've got them, again, color coordinated. And again, you kind of fit the patterns in. Some of them, I'm just going to kind of guess where it goes in the lineup. And then it's my choice and it's my house, so I get to choose. It's so fun. And then I'm going to take you to the other side here, but I want to highlight this little hook, right? Let's see. Oh, this is funny doing this backwards, right there. Well, that's really a coordination thing when you have to do it backwards now. The reason I'm pointing that out is because I use that hook every single day to pick out my outfit for the next day, and then I hang it up, and I hang up everything that goes with it. I hang up the top, the coat, the pants, the socks, the shoes, everything that goes with it. Any accessories, I hang little bracelets or anything up here that I'm going to wear with it. And then what's so great is when I wake up in the morning, I don't even have to pick because it's already been picked for me. It's so fun. It makes it so much easier. So now the other side of the closet. And the reason, so you'll see a whole empty spot of it here. That's my granny's mom and dad. They're very stylish. But the reason I do that is because I have my clothes hamper right here. So I don't want anything hanging above my clothes hamper because it's all just long enough that it would get in there, and it's dirty clothes. I don't want it touching my clean clothes. So the reason I've done this the way that I've done it is because everything hanging over on this side of the closet is longer. So I lose the closet space underneath it, and I'm not able to store my boots like I am on this side of the closet. I don't really know what you can see here. It's kind of hard to tell with you. But you can kind of see I've got some things under there that I just don't have access to on this other side of the closet because everything's hanging down longer. So anyway, that's my strategy. That's what I did for my own sake. But I also have, so this is more like dresses, longer jackets, and then I have these handy pant clips right here. So you can see that it holds 4 different items on each clip. And so I've got several of those, and that's where I hang my pants, my skirts. And again, you can color coordinate, and it just helps you that much quicker to be like, okay, I really want to wear green tomorrow. And then you can go to your green section and pick out something that you really want to wear. And I typically only keep my closet space for things that I'm not going to fold. Like, it's because I have limited closet space, I don't hang all of my shirts. I don't hang all of my pants. Like, my jeans are folded in my dresser right here. Let's see. I don't know the best way to give you guys the tour here, but so this cute little dresser that I painted, because you can always paint things, you guys. I'm going to take you off this handy dandy stand. So we're going to go on a walking tour of my house. But you can always paint things. So I've got my cherry bubbly to get my day started. And yeah, so, okay, so that's how you keep your closet tidy. Here's the rest, just a few other, oh, my tag is out. I can see in my handy full-length mirror that's right behind me here. That's great. One of the other tricks that works really well to make sure you have a tidy home is to make sure that your bed is always made. So, I mean, obviously not when you're sleeping in it. Let's not get ridiculous. But I like to keep my bed made, because then anytime you walk in, I'm going to see if I can show this to you here. Anytime you walk in, you're greeted by a clean, nice entry. And then you can just come in and you can see the clean thing. And then you can see the stand that's here. And here's my mirror. So good morning. I'm not always dressed up. Some of you think that I'm always dressed up. I'm wearing athletic shorts and a t-shirt, and cashmere is right there. But then you can see in the closet, and you can see that it's just clean and tidy. Anyway, so, okay, I'm going to see if I can switch this back. And here we are. Wow, technology. This is fancy, fancy. So the other thing that I want to point out is that everything has a spot in my house. And I know that's not always the case for people. And I know that I was raised in a home that did that, and it's a habit for me. And so there's a lot of other things that can be addressed, but I do want to share the fact that when everything has a place, it's so much easier to maneuver and get ready for your day and get out of the door on time. I have this handy little strap on my purse. It's like the zipper strap for the inside portion that I clip my keys to every time I use it, because then it's so easy to find my keys, because I just find the little strap at the very edge. It's the same place on my purse every time, and I can easily find my keys, even if there's other things in my purse, which there are, or why would you have a purse if you didn't put things in it? So the main thing I came out here to show you, you guys just got kind of a brief little tour. That's the office that I normally sit in, that you normally see behind me, and my vision board's up on the wall over there. But I wanted to show you the kitchen. Please enjoy the old countertops and cupboards in this space. But the reason I'm showing this to you is because I want to hammer in the point that countertops are not the same as shelves. Countertops are not shelves, you guys, especially when you have limited countertops. So let me turn this around while I'm sharing this with you. So I have very limited counter space, and you can see it's like kind of an awkward, it's awkward sizes. That's like a foot and another foot. And then we've got this like awkward chunk over here and this other awkward chunk here. Not a lot to work with. So it's all prime real estate, and I'm not going to waste it with a toaster. I have a toaster. I just keep it up in my cupboard. And then same with like my blender. So this is my little appliances cupboard where I keep things that I use regularly. These little hot water things are like the neatest. They're the neatest if you heat up hot water a lot. So anyway, I'm showing this to you because I want you to, I'm going to turn this around again. Hi. Wow, I was holding it really close when I turned it around. Because I just wanted to show you what is possible with a little space. I live in a cozy little apartment and I love it. And there's not a ton of space for stuff. So find space for stuff. And then the trick is making sure that you put the stuff back in the space when you're done with it. So I'm walking back towards my closet because I feel like I said something that I wanted to make sure I addressed. And I hope that I remembered to address it. And so I'm just going to take a quick peek and make sure. Oh, aha. The only other thing I will mention here in the closet, it's the only spot in my whole house that Cashmere's carrier fits, so that's where it goes. The only other thing I would mention in here that you could totally do to up level any closet is to get all of the same matching hangers. So all of the same, whether you go plastic, wood, wire, you know, the velvet ones, whatever you go with. I have a mix, and so you can see up at the top like the mix handles. It's like an interruption aesthetically for your eyes to see all those different handles and all those different like little hooks. So it does make a difference when every single hanger is the same hanger for all of your clothes. Some of my clothes I like on the velvet hangers because it keeps them in place. And some of my clothes I get annoyed when they're on the velvet hangers because I'm like, I want to be able to just pull it off the hanger and it doesn't just work so effectively. So for function's sake, I have different hangers. But I did want to point that out as an option. If looks is important to you, which I super appreciate because I like my space to look and feel clean and tidy, then I would recommend getting all the same matching hangers across the board so that every little thing that's hanging up on your bar is the same exact thing. So with that, that is the little, that's a little tour. That's my little, a few tricks of the trade as to how I keep this space clean and tidy and organized. And then I will throw in one more extra little bonus that I also do is once I wear a shirt, I take the empty hanger and I hang it right here in my empty hanger spot. Because then when I'm like doing laundry or when I pick stuff up from dry cleaning, I know where all my empty hangers are and I don't have to like search through all my clothes to try to find empty hangers. So yeah, that has been another little time saver. So I hope these are helpful little tips for you to keep your space clean and tidy. And if you saw anything in here that you liked, let me know. I might be willing to sell it to you. I don't know, but you'll have to reach out and see. But I'd love to know if you end up implementing any of these little tips or tricks, or if you have some tips and tricks you love that you would like to share, post them in the comments below. This is a sharing community, so let us know what you do, what you love, and we'll see you next week on Thursday, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern for our next episode of Growth and Grace. Until then, see you later.